Norman Donskoy goes around behind and a shot.
Another first down carry and more. How about a touchdown?
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here. And we are going home.
It's Travis here. Welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic night tonight. The San Francisco Giants have done it. They get the walk-off victory in the bottom of the 11th inning. Buster Posey puts the ball in play, and I believe Corey Seager throws the ball. An errant throw. He has all the time in the world. He throws the ball. It pulls Will Smith off the bag at first base. Posey is safe. The Giants walk it off 3-2. We get the victory. We are now one game up in first place. We are back to sole possession of first place. The Giants beat LA. What a game. What a win tonight. Just absolutely spectacular. Welcome in, everybody, to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Excuse me. What a win. I am so pumped. I've lost my voice right now. I've been cheering and just going crazy during this game, watching it at home. What a win tonight. Welcome in. Great to see you, Tyler Burbeck. Welcome in, Chardell. That's 7 walk-offs for Posey versus the Dodgers. You love to see it. Posey always coming up big in the big game moments. 2 outs, bases loaded. The Giants get the big win. Anthony DeSclafani pitched very well tonight, pitched spectacular. And considering that in his career, DeSclafani has struck against the Dodgers, this was a huge start for DeSclafani, a huge confidence builder for him, going 6 strong innings, 6 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits in the game against a very good Dodgers lineup, walking just 3 and striking out 5. It was a spectacular start. Welcome in. Great to see you, William. By far the most intense game ever. Good game, Travis. Good game, William. What a game that was. Both teams back and forth. So many opportunities in this game. Excuse me. This was such and going late into the night on a Friday night. Orange Friday at Oracle Park, and the Giants walk off in the RTI, the famous RTI as we like to call it, run thrown in. Tim Flannery famously called the RTI, and that is how the Giants get the walk-off tonight. Dodgers throw away, errant throw, I believe Corey Seager, errant throw, pulls Will Smith off the bag. Posey is safe at first, and the Giants walk off in the bottom of the 11th inning. What a win tonight. Let's go, Giants. Beat LA. Beat LA. Welcome in, AM Eagle Sky. Hello, Travis, and all my fellow Giants fans. Yes, yeah, the Giants win. Let's go. Let's go. Playoff atmosphere. Great to see you, Robert Rothberg. What a win tonight. And I loved how at the end of the game, no one left. Of course, nope. At Oracle Park, we stay until the final pitch, win or lose. And this was such an intense game. What a huge win to get. And it feels so great right now. It feels great. Giants have bounced back now with 2 wins here after a rough 4-game losing streak. And these have been 2 huge wins, and this win just so huge. And now with the win on tomorrow, we can win this series. This would be spectacular. Player of the game going with Anthony DeSclafani. Finally a start versus the Dodgers where he pitched well. Right there with you, Tyler. This was so huge for DeSclafani. And considering the starts that we had seen DeSclafani have versus the Dodgers earlier in the year, this was such a huge start for DeSclafani. And, 6 shutout innings, just spectacular. And you love to see it from Disco. And hopefully for him, he is going to get back on track here in September and get ready for the playoffs. Giants get their 86th win of the year. Just spectacular. And considering that the experts have predicted the Giants to win 73 games, with every win we get, it's just so awesome to just continue to play incredible baseball. And what a win tonight. Playoff atmosphere. Giants baseball torture at its best. You love to see it. Man, this is one of the most intense rivalry games I have ever seen as a Giants fan. Most definitely. I mean, there were a lot of scary moments in this game. Dodgers were putting a lot of rallies together, and they, of course, they tied the game in the ninth with the 2-out single, and then they did go up 2-1 momentarily there in the 11th inning. And for the Giants to come back in this game, just so exciting. And for Brandon Crawford getting the huge hit there, double check the inning. Yeah, it was the 10th inning there to tie the game at 2. And then in the bottom of the 11th inning to get 2 walks there. And then to walk it off with the bases loaded, Posey puts the ball in play, and an errant throw pulls Will Smith off the bag. Just absolutely incredible. Welcome in, Kayla, to the postgame. I think we should sweep the Dodgers. Absolutely. That would be huge. We can definitely do it as long as we take it one game at a time. But so big to get this first win. Definitely this puts us in really great position now to win this series. We can come out tomorrow, play great baseball, and expect another really competitive game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Player of the game going with Discofani. Absolutely spectacular. And welcome in, Linda Rocha, to the post game. Great to see you. OMG, my heart. Well, not as riveting as World Series games, but it was pretty close. Absolutely. I mean, this game doesn't get, World Series games definitely would probably be the only games that would be better in playoff games than what we saw tonight. But most definitely, this was a playoff atmosphere in the regular season. And for the first time since 1997, to see both of these two teams tied for first place in September, just such what a thrilling season it's been. So much excitement, and what a game. Didn't expect it to go all the way 12 innings. This game, actually went 11 innings. But yeah, it's so insane. Just what a crazy game, and back and forth. This was insane. Buster Posey, lost it, then won it for us. Welcome in, Sammy Burns. Yeah, Posey did have another opportunity earlier in the game to win the game, and comes up huge with his second opportunity, and just incredible. While Padres are only 7 games above 500, I believe they lost again tonight. San Diego, they have definitely fallen on hard times, and now they are struggling just to get a wild card spot. So that's going to be very interesting to see who comes out in the wild card. And definitely for the Giants right now, we can still win this division. I still believe Giants are going to win the National League West. And this was such a huge win tonight. Giants now go back up 1 game ahead in sole possession of place in the National League West. I think we are going to get a World Series. Let's take it from the Dodgers. Let's do it this year, Kayla. Let's bounce right back. Last year, Dodgers won the World Series in a shortened season. And so, prove when you can win it in a 162-game season. Giants have done it so many times here, 3 times in the last decade. And we're looking to do it many more times in this upcoming decade, starting with this year and taking it 1 game at a time, at bat by at bat, and pitch by pitch. And that's the mindset. You love to see it from this Giants team, just playing incredible baseball. And what a year we're having. This is a team of destiny. The way they fight back, and our bullpen kept us in the game tonight. Did a great job. Tony Watson coming in there in 7, pitching a strong inning. Then you had Tyler Rogers coming in the 8th inning. He gets a strikeout, and Tyler Rogers, he has been arguably the best setup reliever in all of baseball with how well he has been pitching. Just spectacular in that 8th inning. Dominic Leone, he pitches Jake McGee does allow the 2-out single to tie the game in the 9th. But, of course, we know that, you're going to have blown saves from time to time. But McGee has been spectacular all year. He has been so clutch. Excuse me. I think that was only his 2nd blown save of the year for Jake McGee. So he has been lights out more often than not in the 9th inning. Now it's far from over. Giants have some serious business to do series against the Dodgers. Beat LA. You have 2 more games to go, so still a lot more work to be done, but it feels really great to get this first win and to do so in such exciting fashion. A game that could have went either way. This was such a crazy game. This was one of the most crazy rivalry games, most intense games that we have ever seen in regular season history between these two rivals, the Giants and Los Angeles Dodgers. It was epic tonight at Oracle Park. Giants fans, we did such a great job bringing the energy as always, and we are celebrating the huge win tonight, 3-2 over the rival Dodgers. Just spectacular. Absolutely amazing. Beat LA. We need to win these next 2 games. Excuse me. Let me get some water real quick. And we need next 2 games. That way, if we do lose against the Cubs, at least we will still be ahead of the Dodgers. I expect Giants to play in great baseball against the Cubs, and I feel like we can go in there and beat them up pretty good. So, I mean, Cubs, they traded away, obviously, all of their major key players at the trade deadline. So Cubs have been kind of limping to the finish line this year. So, of course, anytime you're playing on the road, they're going to be tough to beat in their home stadium. But I feel like Giants are, we're going to play great baseball. And what a huge win tonight. And when you're taking a look at the offensive highlights for the Giants, scoring 3 runs in the game and a total of 8 hits on the game. Giants played great defense, no errors in the game, and that was huge, especially as we saw in the series against the Brewers. We had a few games there where our defense was not as sharp as they have been. More often than not, all throughout the season, our defense is among the best defenses in all of baseball. Just been spectacular. Thankfully, I can now sleep tonight. It got very intense. Right there with you, Linda. This game really got nerve-wracking. Dodgers, of course, had tied it, and then in the extra innings, when they went up 2-1, obviously it's never a guarantee when you start out with that runner on second with nobody out. Usually, you feel really confident that you're going to score that run. But as we saw in the extra innings, the Giants, so many great defensive plays. Crawford, to throw out Justin Turner at home on that close play there. Crawford playing about medium depth out there on the infield, close to about double play range. And then he makes such a great play with his arm and his arm strength. He made such a throw to Buster Posey really fast, and Posey is able to apply the tag. That was arguably the play of the game because you never know how the game is going to play out from there. If the Dodgers are able to take the lead again, because, we're able to, in the bottom of the 11th inning, we're able to go up there with the extra runner at second, nobody out. And even though we don't come up in the situational at bat there, Alex Dickerson with the bases loaded, thankfully, Buster Posey picks him right up with the Posey's at bat, puts the play in such an exciting moment. We walk off against the rival Dodgers, beat LA. The Posey puts the ball in play, and an errant throw from, I believe, Corey Seager pulls Will Smith, the first baseman, off the bag, and the Giants win the game in epic walk-off fashion. What a win tonight. What a resilient win. What a crazy game, back and forth game. And this game, it could have been anyone's game here. Love the second base rule when we are batting, not when others are batting. Right there with you, Sammy, because to me, I feel like it's strange how, we saw it when Dominic Leone came in, pitched a really good inning, but ends up allowing the run. Because, with the runner at second, nobody out, you can pretty much get 2 batters out. But due to situational at-bats, a run can score. So, yeah, I'm really I think they did say that at the All-Star game, Rob Manfred did say that he is likely to take away this rule in the future. So I hope by likely next season, we are never going to have to be sitting here talking about this extra inning rule, which I think is just one of the most ridiculous rules among the many ridiculous rules that rule changes. Just it's not been, great so far with that. But what a huge win. We take advantage of that extra inning rule. We come up big with 2 outs. Posey walks off again against the Dodgers. So many big at-bats, so many big moments for Buster Posey. Welcome in, everyone, to the post-game show. Glad you joined us here late tonight. What a huge win. What a exciting win at Oracle Park on Friday night, Orange Friday, as the Giants walk off rival Dodgers. We're now one game up in first place in tomorrow's game at 6:05. I'm not sure. The Giants have not announced a starter yet. I think they will probably have announced one by now. So if anyone happens to know who is starting tomorrow for the Giants, I do know that Julio Urias will be starting for the Dodgers. Urias is 15-3 with a 3.17 ERA, but we did see the Giants rough up Julio Urias in a start earlier this year. So I expect the Giants lineup to tomorrow have a great game plan and be able to hit Julio Urias really well. And this is going to be a really fun game tomorrow. I cannot wait for it. Yep, I'm with you, Tyler. Hey, runner on second base, both sides, because it's not fair on both sides, because the team can get a bad game. Yeah, it's like you just kind of feel like teams are just kind of getting wins or runs handed to them, and then depending on the situation, like wins can just happen like that. And so, it's going to be awesome. We're going to be sleeping really well tonight after the big win. And of course, more big games to come here with the next two games. Really key here. If we can win one of these next two games, that would be awesome to win this series. It would be spectacular. I really cannot wait for tomorrow. Really looking forward to it, and we got a great chance here to win this series. We can win this game tomorrow. So I think it's still to be determined. Thank you there, Thank you there, Tyler, for the update. We can beat Urias. We did win against him one time. Yep, I think it was, I want to say the last time out we faced him, we roughed him up really good, I think for like 5 or 6 runs. Got a huge win against him. So Giants have done a good job. Great job this year. We've faced some really tough pitching, and we've been able to beat some really good arms. But also we've, some really good arms have shut us down this year. So, with this Giants lineup, more often than not, they are pretty consistent out there. Putting together great at-bats all throughout the game. And as we have seen, Giants have been among one of the best 2-out RBI teams in all of baseball, getting it done in the most clutch situations with 2 outs, with runners in scoring position, and also grinding out at-bats. We're among the best in pitches seen per plate appearance, averaging 4+ pitches per at-bat, which is spectacular. I always enjoy games going 15, 16, 17, 18 innings, because that's real go baseball. Right there with you, Tyler. There's nothing like it, especially watching the game at home, to see those late inning games. And I think the Giants did have a game that I want to say went 17 or 18 innings against the Dodgers back in 2018. I'm sorry. I think in April. Andrew McCutchen with the walk-off home run. I think in the 8th, or no, Posey, I think, had the walk-off home run. But it was such an insane, 2017 it might have been. I know there was one game, 18-inning game, walk-off against the Reds it might have been. But Giants have had some really long games, and they're a lot of fun. The only thing is, if you go to the game on BART, if I'm not mistaken, which I usually go on BART, the last BART train leaves at 12 a.m. So, when the game goes like as late as it did tonight, I remember one year I went to a Giants game that went 12 innings in extra innings. And I went with my mom and my grandma, and we had to catch, I think we caught, I want to say, a taxi back to Embarcadero, because we were going to miss the BART train. We were that close to basically missing the BART train, which was, so that game went so late. I think we left in the top of the 12th inning to try to make it back to BART, and Giants walked off in the bottom of the 12th inning. Hector Sanchez got the RBI single to win the game. So another exciting moment in this rivalry in San Francisco Giants history tonight. Giants walk off against the rival Dodgers. Buster Posey puts the ball in play, and the Corey Seager, I believe, with an errant throw, pulls Will Smith off the bag at first base. Giants get the walk-off victory, 3-2. Just spectacular. Let's go NL West playoffs. You have Giants going for the division. Welcome in, Andres, to the post game. How are you doing tonight? Dodgers fan complain about this game, yet the team was 3 for 15 with runners in scoring position. Yep, Dodgers, they had so many opportunities in this game. So, this game, it could have gone either way. And as a Giants fan, we, just feel really great getting this win tonight. This was a huge win. And now we go back up 1 game in first place, in sole possession of first place. Absolutely spectacular. Giants in 2014, we have went 18 innings in Washington, D.C. That was epic. I remember that. I remember I actually was working during that game. And I remember when I took my half-hour break working at McDonald's, I was listening to the game in my car in the parking lot at work, and then went back to work and was constantly checking my phone. Me and my friend who I grew up playing baseball with, who's a big Giants fan, who I went to my one and only World Series Giants game. Game 5, the Bumgarner shutout. I'll never forget it. The 5-0 shutout, 2014 World Series Game 5. But during that playoff hunt, me and my friend, we were working at McDonald's, and we were just so hyped about this win. Bell got the big home run in the 18th inning, and Yusmeiro Petit saved the Giants bullpen and saved the Giants that game, pitching 6 shutout innings in relief. That game was so amazing. I believe Giants got a 2-out RBI by Pablo Sandoval to knock in, I think it was Joe Panic, to score the game-tying run in that game. It was spectacular. DeSclafani, yep, Giants finally get the win in a start by Anthony DeSclafani. DeSclafani was spectacular tonight, going 6 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits, walked just 3, and struck out 5, and shutting down that great Dodgers lineup. And for DeSclafani, he had struggled against this Dodgers lineup earlier in the season, this was such a huge start for him, and what a big win for the Giants. This was such a crazy game. Absolutely right there with you, Kayla. What a crazy game this was, and back and forth. Definitely nerve-wracking, but I just felt confident. I just felt the Giants are going to find a way to win this game. And we overcame so many obstacles to get this win tonight. So many times in the extra innings, Dodgers were putting a rally together. They were threatening to score a lot of runs. When they tied the game, you had Albert Pujols up there. And so, Jake McGee, that was incredible composure for him to, after allowing the game to get tied, he focuses in on getting that huge out, getting Albert Pujols out, and then extending this game for it to go as late as it does. And the Giants beat LA in incredible, exciting fashion. They walk off. What a way for the game to end, as a errant throw by Corey Seager pulls Will Smith off the first base back, and the Giants walk off against the Dodgers. 3-2, the Giants get the victory, and we're now 1 game up in first place in the National League West. Absolutely amazing. Giants with wins, with the big win yesterday against the Brewers, and now coming out tonight, getting the huge win. And in this game, in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Giants got on the board. Austin Slater with a big RBI single puts the Giants up 1-0. Dodgers would tie it in the 9th off Jake McGee. Jake McGee pitching so well all year. And so, unfortunately tonight, he blew the game, but incredible composure for McGee to get Albert Pujols out, to get through that 9th inning. And then in the 11th inning, Giants put together a great rally there against Phillips of the Dodgers. We went all the way to the Dodger bullpen. They had to use so many arms. And what a win tonight for the Giants. And hopefully, with of course, both of these teams having to use a lot of arms. So we'll see what kind of effect that has on the remaining 2 games. And so I think, it's going to be key pitching for the starters to pitch very well as for the Giants here in these in the game tomorrow. We'll see who is going to end up starting the game. So really looking forward to it. Really exciting. And looking at the box score for tonight, Darren Ruff with a spectacular game. 2 hits in the game, and also got a big walk in the game. Darren Ruff has been playing spectacular. Had a leadoff tonight, sitting in left field, and it's been so awesome to see Darren Ruff this year, and well-deserved, earning the playing time and get starting now. It's just a lot of fun to see his at-bats out there. He grinds out at-bats. Welcome in, everyone, to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Welcome in, Emilio Gonzalez. Let's go, Giants. Giants with a big win, 3-2 against the rival Dodgers. Absolutely spectacular tonight. Umpires were really bad in this game. LOL. Yeah, they were. Umpires, there was a lot of terrible calls and, strike calls or strikes and ball calls that just really ridiculous. And so hopefully the umpires get their act straight together. In 2019, Giants went 18 innings, I believe, versus the Rockies. Giants won 3-2. Game ended 12:54 a.m. Pacific starting time and was 5 hours and 35 minutes. That is crazy. Thank you for the providing us that update there on that, Tyler. That was insane. I remember watching most of that game back in 2019. It was crazy. I think that was a game against the Dodgers, was a walk-off. And so Buster Posey, I believe, with the walk-off, just absolutely insane and crazy. So exciting. And for Posey, he has had so many walk-offs against the Dodgers in his career. You love to see it. It's been spectacular. Let me get some water here real quick. Brandon Crawford with such a huge game. And, of course, he ties the game in the bottom of the 10th inning, leading off the bottom of the 10th inning with the runner on second base and a great at-bat. Hits a base hit right up the middle and just absolutely amazing and ties the game up. And what a big hit that was. Crawford with 3 hits tonight. He is hitting .290 on the year, having a career year at the plate. And Crawford, of course, making so many big plays, especially the big play to hose Justin Turner at home. Makes a really beautiful throw right to Buster Posey, right on the money. And Posey applies the tag, and the Giants get Justin Turner out at home. And that turned out to be such a big play in the game as the Giants are able to not allow the Dodgers to score there. And then that sets up the rally in the bottom of the 11th inning. And the Giants would end up having bases loaded. And Buster Posey, as they say, great things happen when you put the ball in play. And Posey puts the ball in play. And an errant throw, thankfully, the famous RTI, the famous saying that Tim Flannery famously called, the famous RTI. Giants walk off with the RTI. What a incredible win tonight. Beat LA. It was spectacular. I would rather have had Angel Hernandez versus the Brewers than tonight. Props to Angel Hernandez. He was actually a good ump yesterday. Yeah, you're right. I think definitely watching the game yesterday, he did a great job. Was a great ump yesterday. And, we've seen the umpires just make some really spotty calls at balls and strikes. And so you just hate when you see that because, it takes the bat sometimes out of players' hands and, just hopefully that they are more accountable to themselves because, you just hate when you have these spotty calls these terrible calls that end up affecting the outcomes of games. And, with this being every game is meaningful down the stretch. So hopefully we see a better umpiring from them. And continuing looking at the box score for the Giants, Thairo Estrada, he picks up a base hit tonight. He had the big 3-run home run against the late inning great setup reliever for the Milwaukee Brewers. So Estrada comes back with a great game tonight. And Slater, he has a great game. The pinch hit article for Austin Slater in the bottom of the 3rd inning, which put the Giants on the board 1-0. It was a big hit by Slater. He comes in the game, and Slater, that's going to be huge for him getting hot down the stretch. And you love to see it. Austin Slater with the big game. And so Giants, Brandon Bell with a base hit. He goes 1 for 4. He is hitting .245. And we saw Brandon Bell crush his 20th home run of the season the other day. Brandon Bell having a career year, setting a new career high in home runs. Just absolutely awesome for him. And Giants with a big win tonight. Just spectacular. And I'm going to check right now to see if we can get an update on if who is starting tomorrow. if the Giants have announced who is going to be on the mound. Let's see here. If anyone happens to know, definitely it would be that would be very exciting. We do know Giants are going to be facing Julio Urias, and as we have done this year, we have hit him very well in an excuse me, in an earlier start. So looks like still there is not an announced starter for the game tomorrow. So we are going to have to wait for that. Yeah, Giants have been kind of in an incredibly tough situation, with Alex Wood, the undisclosed illness. Hopefully he is going to be back as soon as possible. That's going to be key, having Alex Wood pitching well down the stretch. And then for Gosman, having great command of his splitter and getting back to doing pitching in his Cy Young form. That is going to be huge for down the stretch. And then Johnny Cueto, of course, his start got moved from Monday to Tuesday. Let's see, player of the game, Anthony Disclafani, love it. And Harlan Garcia, absolutely. Yeah, Harlan Garcia pitching through that inning, gets the ground ball there in the top of the 11th inning for Brandon Crawford to make the perfect throw right to Buster Posey, and Posey is able to apply the tag to get Justin Turner out at home. That was definitely one of the many. That was definitely arguably the play of the game, as you never know how the game would have turned out if the Giants had not nailed that runner, had not gotten Justin Turner out at home. Brandon Crawford with the big game with 3 hits in the game. Let me get some water here real quick. Absolutely love it. Fantastic pick. And Buster Posey. Posey gets the walk-off, and great things happen when you put the ball in play. Actually, exciting fashion. The Giants walk it off. Posey puts the ball in play in the infield, and Corey Seager makes an errant throw. And, sometimes when you have all of the time in the world, you have a tendency to think about it too much. And who knows if that indeed happened. But you definitely have to imagine the excitement, the atmosphere at Oracle Park definitely had Corey Seager shaking as he made that throw. And it pulled Will Smith off the first base bag. And the Giants win the game in incredible, exciting walk-off fashion. You can add another Buster Posey walk-off versus the Dodgers to the history books tonight. What a win. And the Giants go up 1 game in first place. Anthony Disclafani, player of the game, pitched very well versus the Dodgers, but hitting needs to step up. Definitely, I would agree. The hitting for Anthony Disclafani can definitely be a lot better. And I think for the Giants pitchers, overall hitting with the bats, most definitely can definitely improve a lot more. So hopefully we do see that down the stretch here. Apologize as a Dodgers fan on behalf of the other clowns who call themselves fans. I take this loss gracefully. It was a great game. Appreciate that, William. I appreciate when you can take the loss, in a humble fashion. And, I definitely know, that there's, only a certain select few that, are not able to, I think, be respectful. But, I think definitely Giants fans and Dodgers fans have done a great job, being respectful and, just enjoying the rivalry in these intense baseball games and enjoying it for what it is. So I really appreciate that a lot, William. Thank you. No, Giants hitting in general needs to step up. Absolutely, we do. I agree with you, Tyler. Our hitting has got to be a lot better. The game against Milwaukee, we did have the breakthrough 4-run rally in the 8th series overall against the Brewers. We did struggle with the bats. And this first game against the Dodgers, considering it was essentially a bullpen game, Dodgers did start Knebel, but then we did go against Bickford there, and we get our first run on the Austin Slater pinch hit RBI single. And so definitely, you would love to see Giants do a lot more than just 3 runs in the game. So that's going to be key here in these next couple of games. Hopefully we can get the offense going tomorrow. And just like we did earlier in the season, we have proven we can hit Julio Urias very well. And so that's going to be such a huge key. Giants need to keep hitting more bases and score more people. Yeah, we can definitely do it. So the offense, I definitely to be able to get back on track and, getting back on a roll, as to how they have been over the last month and a month and a half stretch, where, we had rolled off 9 consecutive winning series and we were beating some really good teams in that stretch. And so Giants have been the best team in baseball more often than not all throughout this season. And it has been so spectacular. I actually need to isolate myself from toxic Dodgers fans who won't accept tonight's loss, but it will be one of the few who have congratulated you, Giants fans, on the win. Appreciate that, William, and I totally feel you. And it's always, certain select fans, for all the fan bases out there, and the good thing is that I think Giants and Dodgers fans have been doing a really better job of getting along and just, again, enjoying the rivalry and the competitiveness of these two teams. These two teams playing just incredible baseball all year. They have given us some of the most exciting baseball that we have ever seen. There is nothing like this rivalry. This is the best rivalry in all of sports. San Francisco Giants versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. And when you look at the history of these two teams, going back to their days in New York and Brooklyn, and then moving to the West Coast in this same year in 1958, and you look at the history all throughout the year with so many games played against each other, being in the same division, and more often than not, it's always these two teams battling out for the top of the National League West. And that is what we're seeing this year. And it's just been such an exciting year. And, I could not be more excited and thrilled to see what is going to happen down the stretch of this season as we are getting closer and closer to October baseball, into Orange October. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, but really enjoy the rivalry and want to go to Dodger Stadium, but just get really nervous because being a Giants fan may get booed. Thankfully, I got to go to Dodger Stadium in 2010. I went with my family, my mom and dad, and my brother, and had such a great time there. We sit in the left field bleachers at Dodger Stadium, and so I did get to see a firsthand experience, all the profanity, what all the Dodger fans, what they yell out to the players. Aubrey Huff was playing left field that game, so they were chanting as much as they could to him out there. And, for me, I think at games like that, I feel like as long as, you're just not picking fights with people, I think you can cheer on your team, and just as long as, I feel like, people aren't going to mess with you. I feel like, in my case, being with my family, I think, Dodger fans know not to be messing with families at games. Definitely, I think, you never want to be asking for it. So, so I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Definitely Giants fans, definitely I would recommend to check out a game at Dodger Stadium, to check it out there. Of course, that stadium has been around for a long time. It's a fun place to check in a ball, to get to see a ball game, and really great views all around. So it's a lot of fun there. It's a lot of fun. The rivalry, there's nothing like it. And, if these two teams meet up in the playoffs this year, which I do expect them to, it's definitely on my bucket list to see the Giants and Dodgers face off against each other in the playoffs. And you can definitely bet I'm going to do everything in my power to try to get to a game, not only just at Oracle Park, but to see one on the road too. Awesome. Is one of the best rivalry games ever, hands down. The game we saw tonight will go down in San Francisco Giants history. It's one of the greatest rivalry games ever. So many contributions, so many great plays in this game. Crawford making the perfect throw to nail Justin Turner at home, and Harlan Garcia pitches through that top of the 11th inning. And Buster Posey, great things happen when you put the ball in play. He puts the ball in play, and an errant throw from Corey Seager pulls Will Smith off the first base bag, and the Giants walk off against the rival Dodgers 3-2. Also, my bucket list, Travis, that would be awesome, William. Hopefully, if they do face off and I do go to a game down there, maybe we can run into each other at a game. That would be awesome. Giants Dodgers meet in postseason. I'm booking tickets to Oracle Park. Had my rally towel going tonight. That is awesome, Tyler. If you were at the game tonight, hope you had such a great time, and would love to hear Just how the atmosphere was tonight. It looked so electric. It definitely was a playoff atmosphere tonight. Giants fans always bringing the energy. Bring the energy. We love it. We love to see it. And what a win tonight. Giants walking off against the rival Dodgers. We get the big win at 3-2. And you can definitely bet if these two teams match up in the postseason, I'm going to be there at Oracle Park and going to be having my San Francisco Giants rally towel. And since I've been an adult, I have made it to at least one game in every single San Francisco Giants playoff series for the most part. In 2010, I was able to go to a division series playoff game, NLCS. 2012, division series, NLCS. And so amazing. I have been to so many San Francisco Giants playoff games. I went to both clinching games against the Cardinals. I will never forget it. Those are moments that will forever be with me, and I can just replay those memories in my mind, and it's just awesome. And so, definitely it's just so awesome. I definitely recommend Giants fans out there, if you have not experienced a playoff game at Oracle Park, to definitely do it if it is within your means to do so. It's just incredible, and there's nothing like it to be in that atmosphere, to be in that environment. So really looking forward to some Orange October playoff baseball. It has been 5 years since we have been back to the playoffs. Well overdue. We are due, and so cannot wait to be back. And right now we are contending for this National League Western Division title. We are going for the first place. We got what it takes. We're not settling. We're not going to settle for the wild card. We are going to win this division, and I believe we are. No, I will be at the game tomorrow and Monday's game versus the. All right, all right. I think you mean either Monday's game. I'm trying to think. I would have to double check the schedule who we play on Monday. Hope you have a fantastic time. It's not the game, sadly, but we'll be there. The next two absolutely represent out there, Tyler. Absolutely have a great time, and let's not let those Dodger fans fill the seats. Usually they do bring a lot of Dodger fans. They do travel well, but Giants fans continue to represent out there. Get out to Oracle Park if you can over the next couple games. Let's have a lot of fun out there. Let's do it. Let's get these big wins coming up. It's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to it. Cannot wait. This is what we call torture season for the Giants again. And I think this is great. The great thing about the torture is that these kind of games are, preparing the Giants for the playoffs. We are battle tested going into the playoffs. And so what a win tonight. Giants get the big win tonight. I like seeing Giants make wild card and then sweep the Dodgers in the National League Division Series at San Francisco. That would be amazing. If we, if worst case scenario, if we do fall to the wild card, we know that, we do a great job in the wild card, and we can run through the wild card and then get through the National League Division Series. So let's see what happens. Giants going for the National League Western Division title. We got what it takes. And before we wrap up the post-game show, we are going to get to the game. And so we'd love to hear who you're taking as the pick of the game. If you haven't shared already, appreciate that, everyone, and would love to get your thoughts and reactions to this game. If you happen to be checking into the stream later, we'd love to hear what you thought about this incredible, exciting victory. Giants walk off against the Dodgers, but Giants win 3-2. Buster Posey puts the ball in play, and an errant throw from Corey Seager pulls Will Smith off the first base bag, and the Giants walk off against the Dodgers, beat LA. And for my pick of the game, definitely so many contributions tonight. Shouting out Brandon Crawford, the great defensive play that he made to nail the runner at home plate to make a perfect throw to Buster Posey, with Crawford playing medium depth there with the runner at third, nobody out. Nails Justin Turner at home, and that just completely changes the momentum in that inning in the Giants' favor, and they go on to get through that top of the 11th inning, and it sets up the game-winning rally in the bottom of the 11th. What an incredibly exciting win tonight. And for my pick of the game, I am going to take Anthony DeSclafani as my pick of the game. It just was absolutely spectacular tonight, going 6 shutout innings. allowing just 2 hits, walked 3, and struck out 5. And when you consider DeSclafani had struggled in a couple of starts earlier in the year against the Dodgers, this was such a huge start for DeSclafani. It pitched so well tonight. Such a huge win. Giants get the big win tonight. Now let's continue to put on the Dodgers series on the test as we plan to beat LA. Let's do it. We can do it. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking into the post-game show tonight. Appreciate all of you. And if you haven't done so, let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm and let's smash the like button. Thank you so much, everyone, as you have been doing such a great job smashing that like button. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Really helps out the channel big time. And this feedback lets YouTube know that this video is relevant. So then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many San Francisco Giants enthusiasts and baseball enthusiasts out there. So thank you so much, everyone. Have to go to bed now. Have a great night, Travis. All fellow Giants fans and Dodgers fans as well. Have a great night, Giants and Dodgers fans. Well, game tonight. Rivalry at its best. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone, so much for checking in the post game tonight. Appreciate all of you. And if you haven't done so, definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy this San Francisco Giants content and these San Francisco Giants live post-game shows. And if you'd like to see more, stay up to date with more San Francisco Giants content, be sure to smash that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm putting out a new video. Thank you again, everyone. Giants get the big victory. Smash the like, smash the subscribe button. Thank you so much, everyone. Giants walk off 3-2 in 11 innings. Giants baseball torture at its best. Hope everyone has a great night. Giants and Dodgers fans, take care, everyone. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. We get the win 3-2 and beat LA. Beat LA. Giants get their 86th win, and we are 1 game up in first place. Take care, everyone. Appreciate all of you. Thank you, William. Appreciate that. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Take care, everyone.